Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader here from Mr. Topstep with your Friday morning pre-market webcast. So this is the last day I'll be doing these from Florida. I fly back up to New Jersey tomorrow, so we'll be back in the office and back on the regular webcam. So just an aside before I start, everybody up in the whole Topstep crew, everybody's descending on Chicago. There should be a lot of interesting videos coming out today and over the next few days. So keep an eye on the website and look out for all of that, because there's going to be some really, really good stuff. So let's talk about the trade. Yesterday during the webcast, we talked about how the market had tested that 1222 to 1223 level, which was right up around yesterday's 3-day pivot. It never challenged that level during the regular trading session, although it has challenged it again in the overnight session leading into today. But we've still not been able to break that level. The current trade is 1220.75. So yesterday we went down and really kind of snaked around the 1212 to 1213 level. And the overnight low from yesterday, 1198, that wasn't challenged either. So from a Globex perspective and what had been happening during the overnight session, the regular trading hours was really an inside day to what happened in the middle of the night. We didn't challenge 22, we didn't challenge 98, and we just kind of moved around between 1216 and 1207. So going into today, there's not a ton of news. The CPI came out; it was flat, basically within expectations. So nobody's going to get too hopped up about inflation today. Fitch downgraded a bunch of the banks, as I'm sure you know, and there's a light rumor out there, I think it was on Zero Hedge, that Spain and Italy may get downgraded by the S&P today. I mean, if it happens, it happens. So let me talk about two support zones that I'm looking at today. You've got the 3-day pivot and the 45-day pivot between 1216 half and 1218. Below that, you've got the daily and the 20-day pivot between 1209 and 1208. So you've got shorter-term pivots lining up with longer-term pivots, which tells me that we've just been consolidating here for the last couple of months. And if you look at the daily chart, you know, that's exactly what it looks like. And we keep consolidating in these lower ranges, but it's consolidation just the same. So those are two areas to look at if we begin to pull back today. If we move higher, they've got to get through 23. If they get through 23, then you can start to look at 26, which is the 9-day pivot, and then up to 33 and beyond. But the first wall of resistance is 1222 to 1223. So let me give you the support and resistance numbers. These numbers really haven't changed much in the last week and a half, the levels that I've been giving you. And that's because the market really hasn't done much in the last week and a half. There have been violent moves up and down along the way, but you know, we're still trading in the 1220s, and we've moved between 1268 and 1198 in a 70 handle range, and we're kind of sitting in the middle of that range now, and everybody's trying to decide, you know, what's going to happen here into Christmas and the year end. So let's do the upside first from 1220.75, 1222 to 1223, 1226, 1223 half, 1238, 1243, 1248, 1253, then 1258 half. On the downside, the two zones I talked about, 1218 to 1216, 1210 to 1209, then 1206, 1203, 1198, which was yesterday's Globex low, 1193, 1185, and 1179. So trade them well today. Everybody have a fantastic weekend. I'll see everybody back up in New Jersey tomorrow. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader from Mr. Topstep. Trade them well. Have a great one.